Hey guys, it's your girl Boonie, and you're listening to episode 48 of the Boonie Breakdown podcast. The podcast where we sometimes cry, we always laugh, we might get a bit ratchet, but we're forever going to break it down. Guys, I can't believe it. Like I said last week, the podcast turned 1, and I want to thank you guys for the well wishes. I got a few emails, a few DMs about, I can't believe it's been a year. Neither can I. But it was awesome too that at this year mark, I can say that the Boonie Breakdown podcast has grown in ways that I couldn't even imagine. And it's all because of you. And one of those ways is the podcast is now available on Spotify. So for those of you who subscribe to Spotify for music, you can go ahead in the search, hit the Boonie Breakdown, hit follow, and you can listen to your favorite podcast on the Spotify app. And even if you don't subscribe to Spotify, I do believe that you can listen to podcasts on the free version as well. So that's another avenue if you need to. I know traveling, that might make it easier if you don't have an app where you can subscribe and download and listen without your data. That if you can do that on Spotify, and then you can have access to your episodes while you're away if you need to catch up, right? So like that, I'm actually going on vacation this week. So starting Thursday through about Tuesday, I will not be responding to DMs or emails. So I'll catch you guys next week when I get back, but still feel free to send them. I love getting the feedback from you. So this episode, I have my girls, Chrissy and Shika, on the podcast. You know, it's always a good time and fun conversation with them. And it's crazy because they haven't been on since November. So we had to catch up and dive into everything that's been happening around us and in the world. So stay tuned for the conversation. And now it's time for Boonie's Pick of the Week. This week, it's a little personal, but I just want to say support systems. That's my pick of the week. And I really feel like we forget how blessed we are to have amazing people in our corners who push us, who support us, and who just are there when you need them. And so I am blessed that I have an incredible support system. And this week I had my first live event in Baltimore, and it was the Perfect Breakdown, where I partnered with Kim of Pish Posh Perfect, and we had an incredible time. It was a yoga wind down, and we both made a commitment to each other that we were going to start doing yoga once a week now. And we realized that we see all of these really cool wellness, and I hate the word now because everyone uses it so much, self-care. We see all of these really cool events in other cities, but we never really see it in Baltimore. Or if we do, you never really see it with that many women of color. So we took it upon ourselves. We created the event. We had about 25 or a little bit over incredible women. The energy was amazing. And thank you to everyone who came out. Thank you to everyone who wanted to come out but did not have time. But just know that Kim and I will be doing more Perfect Breakdown events. So look out for those. And also, this was my judge too, because I keep saying I am terrified of doing a live podcast show. That's just another thing that pushed me out of my comfort zone. It's easy to be funny and witty, off the cuff at home, sitting on my couch, recording a podcast. But to do that in a live setting, it's scary, but it's coming. And I hope to have the date out really, really soon. So keep an eye out for that. Also some housekeeping stuff. Episode 47, last week's episode with Lynette Richardson Hall with the wedding planning tips. You guys, I've been loving the feedback on this one, and I'm so thankful that so many of you have gotten some useful stuff out of this, or you've shared it with someone that you know who's planning a wedding, or you're in a wedding and you sent it to someone. And one of the things I got back was, Boonie, I'm so thankful for this episode. I went back and looked at my photographer contract and caught something major. with a conversation with you and Lynette, she talked about you need to read your contracts, and I really didn't. Found out after your conversation that I had only agreed to receive 150 pictures from my big day. So thank you to you and Lynette for this episode. It was funny, kind of shady, but informative. But quite frankly, you guys saved my wedding memories. So how amazing is that? So you guys don't want to miss out on that one, or send it to someone who can find it useful. Also, for my 1-year anniversary, I've partnered with the people at We Vibe Sync. The giveaway is live on my Instagram. So I will put a link to it in the show notes, because good Lord, if you are still not following me on Instagram after a year of listening to me, okay, some of you new folk, I'll give you some time. But click on that link. We're giving away a We Vibe Sync. It's the world's best vibrator for couples. It's valued at about $200. So how cool would that be to win? And if you want more details on what this does and how incredible this vibrator is, go back and listen to episode 46 with Jack Jones. She does a whole spiel about it, about how it's great. I wish I could win one. Maybe I should ask them to send me one too. So go look at that. And I think that's it. You guys know you can always leave a review on the Facebook page. You can leave a review in iTunes, help spread the word. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, The Boonie Breakdown. You can follow me on Twitter, Boonie Breakdown. And when you're sharing it and you're putting it in your Insta stories, you can use the hashtag Boonie Breakdown or the hashtag PODIN, PODIN. I love those, especially the Instagram stories. When you do it, I will share it on my page and tag you to it. So that's it for me, guys. Let's get ready to break it down. All right, guys, it's your girl Boonie, and I have the homies Chrissy and Shika on. They're not new to this, so hey, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
How's it been going? It's been a while since you guys have been on here with the season break.
It has.
I know.
God, what was it like? It had to be like November.
Right, I was like, I think it was before Christmas.
Yeah, it was definitely like November. So what's new?
Everything. Oh my gosh. Personal career, homeowner bullshit, everything. All at once. On my end, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been just pushing on through. It's been interesting these first couple of months of 2018, but
I know. I'm like, January took so long to get through, and now I feel like February just flew by.
And it's already over. Like, it's already done.
It is already done. I know. I feel like 2018 has been good so far. I can't complain.
It was a much better start to this new year than it was for the end of 2017. Like,
oh, I'd agree.
Already.
Yeah, I totally agree. So I'm excited for what this year holds. So welcome back, guys. But we're going to get right into it. And I know you guys have seen the Black China sex tape.
I've seen portions. Yeah, I've seen a couple of
just
clips.
like a little clip.
Yeah.
I
told you, like, I was on Pornhub minding my business, and I saw something that said Black China sex tape, and like you hover over it, and it was like a profile shot of her like reverse cowgirling, and I was like, I just don't like the way her ass looked. Like, I'm not watching it. I didn't want to see it at all.
So I was in that too.
Crazy.
Her ass is like, it looks dumb. It doesn't even look good.
Listen, so is it a full, like, it's really a sex tape, like everything?
I think there's one on there. I think it was like 20 minutes or something.
Yeah, the one on Pornhub is like 20 minutes, but I laugh, the rating is like a negative 33%.
Are you serious? I didn't even pay attention.
I'm gonna have to go do my research, but yeah, what I literally saw was like, after seeing a window of it pop up in a text message in the middle of a work meeting. I was like, listen, oh my God, what is this? I saw a portion of it on Instagram, and it was maybe like a minute long, and it was the world's driest head job since Kim Kardashian's sex tape. So,
yo, did y'all see that meme where it's the cat like licking a banana and it's like, this is Black China?
And my thing is, it's just like, she's just lazy all across the board. She sent Rob those lazy ass nudes. She giving him a job. I guess, I mean, why work when you don't have to?
I want to say this. I believe it was poor representation of Black China and her skills. I'm not going to say she doesn't know how. Like, Black China's like from Southeast DC, you know, like she's been out here for a minute. I think she's just rich now and she don't have to. So she chooses to be lazy.
And that's the thing. It was this tweet going around like Black China out here getting cars and jewelry from Lazy Head, and I've been deep throating for free all these years.
Listen, I'm gonna believe like she had to work hard, and she's like finesse queen out here. I don't know. She might be playing. Plus, I feel like she be dealing with younger guys. I felt like she was really playing.
Like, what was that? And she was like whispering.
Yeah, it was very childlike.
I was like, what is this? But maybe the voice turns them on. I don't know. But
I don't know.
Most of those dudes are babies. Like, they're barely in their 20s.
Right. So she don't have to do that much. Like, she probably got these niggas hypnotized. Like, it was really ridiculous. But I will say, like, when he did, like, put it, you know, a lot down her throat, I was like, see, she can do it.
She's so got to.
She's just not gonna. Like, I felt like she was playing that whole time. I was very confused because I was just like, when I got it in a message, I was like, is she just gonna do the tip? Because I didn't realize it was longer, and I was like, what is this? And I like exited out of it.
Yeah, I just think I'm disappointed because it's like, I know it's such an invasion of privacy, but there people were saying that she was the one who leaked it. Is the rumor, but. I just feel like it's so weird with like celebrity sex tapes because it's like such an invasion of privacy, but I really be like, click, let me see. And I just was really, like you said, really disappointed in this. Like, it's certain people's sex tapes. Like, if they came out, I would be devastated if they were wet.
Right.
This is my thing. Not even with it being celebrity sex tapes, but just when you're recording what you're doing, period. What is the point of recording it if it's going to be unenthusiastic? I mean, because
true.
My thing is, I don't think you're recording every session that you have. So if you are, be impressive so that when you go back to revisit it, it gets you excited.
You're like, oh, I'm that bitch.
Right.
I know I mentioned this in a podcast before, but I like to use my personal archives. I mean, definitely Pornhub is the go-to, but if you have your own material, why not go there first? And if you can't be excited by that, but yeah, I guess I can't speak on it fully because I literally saw, that Instagram put the tip in and her talking.
Yeah,
you
ain't missed nothing, Chrissy.
Yeah,
so that makes me, I probably won't go back and look at it. I'm just like, don't be lazy about it. And if you, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I saw something on Twitter that was like part of the actual sex, and she was doing the same foolish shit. Like, I don't know. It was just really I don't know. She was like reverse.
Yeah, it looks really bad.
Like sliding up, like and stop and like popping down. It was just really odd, and I was like, maybe. I don't even know. I can't even go as far to say that he likes it, but.
He probably there for the benefit too. I'm gonna fuck her and get a little bit of shine.
Yeah, but I heard that Cardi B's friend or somebody leaked the tape. It was some girl saying.
Yeah, I saw that rumor too, and then I saw the rumor where the guy came out and was like he recorded it on China's phones and gave the phone back to her, so she was the only one who had the footage.
I can believe that because that's what I do. You're not gonna have no footage of me. I'll have it. I'll shoot.
Yeah, I've done that too.
So, and the thing is, trying to play chess.
Yeah,
for sure. Family that she's connected with, a dry ass sex tape launched an entire dynasty for the Kardashian Jenner family. So China, do what you do. I'm not mad, but I'm come to think of it, I'm just like, what celebrity sex tape has ever been good? Let's think about it. We obviously all saw Ray J and Kim. Paris Hilton was the I guess the
original.
Yeah, and that wasn't that great. Tommy Lee and Pam.
This is a good conversation.
I never watched any of those. Honestly, I didn't watch any of those. I've seen parts of Kim K.
I watched Johnny, the chick from Love and Hip Hop. That's on.
Oh, Johnny Blade. Yeah.
Somebody hating her, but it was whack too. So I'm just like, who has a good sex tape other than? I mean, the most that I've been excited has maybe been the Trey Songz little clip that leaked.
Oh.
And that was just because he was talking nasty, and clearly he's blessed. So,
yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, because I think Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee were like a color purple of sex tapes, like. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like groundbreaking, classic. I don't know, but that's the first movie I could think of.
It was a demon on a boat.
But yeah, I don't know. Now that you said it, yeah, they've all been kind of womp. But I do know it's like a few people out there that if it came out and it was like womp, I would be devastated. Like Rihanna, obviously, like.
Yeah,
got a whole song like "Sex with Me" is so amazing, and if if a tape came out and it was whack, I would be devastated.
Yeah, it's been a weird week with people and their sex.
But the other thing about
all over the timeline, because I saw what's her name, Donna from Black Ink Crew also fucking. And I'm just like, why is everybody fucking everywhere? Like, stop it.
She had a tape leak.
Yeah,
what's the guy from the show? Like, he was
in the bathroom.
The Vagina Slayer. I forgot his other name. Alex. Yeah.
Well, we know she don't get, because she done fucked everything in the shop with a penis. So that's not surprising.
But I just don't understand how people's sex is getting out everywhere.
I guess, too, the thing with the China thing that kind of annoyed me is it started the inevitable, this is why black guys go to white girls because they had better.
Oh, my gosh.
I saw one tweet and I think I logged off Twitter for the day because I was like, I'm not doing this.
Listen, we're still basking in the glow of Wakanda, so we are not going to do anything that is derogatory towards black women. And I am glad I was too busy to see that.
Yeah, I'm just like, how is this still a narrative in 2018?
Listen.
Yeah, you act like, I mean, most regular people, suck dick in a decent way. Like, I just don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? And if not, whoever's dick you're sucking, I'm pretty sure they're going to navigate you through it. I just don't think, I mean, yes, people have trash hate, of course, but overwhelmingly to just be like, oh, we're going to fuck with a whole nother race because most of y'all is lying.
And listen. Oh, sorry, Shika. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say because I don't know, like, I don't have friends that I know of that, like, hate giving it. And if you like giving it, you tend to be decent at it. So stop.
It's, again, about your enthusiasm with whatever you do. And if that's the argument that they want to make, the rumor is that gay men give the best head, period. So are you going to start letting men suck your dick instead of women, period, because they're better than white women? Get out of here.
Chrissy with her hot takes.
Aggravating with men right now, like because it's always these attacks against black women with no substance to them, and it's just like, as much as we fight for y'all ashy black asses, you try to
say a word.
Listen, to not support or hold black women in esteem. So again, not in the week of Wakanda. It is not what we gonna do.
Yeah, no, that's really weak. And
yeah, I just can't believe that we're still pushing that. And it's kind of bullshit, even though I do know some people who are still like, no, I don't give head. So,
all right.
So a few do exist, but like you said, overwhelmingly, that is not the case.
I mean, most people who are having sex, they would like to please their partner. Like, stop playing the game. And for real, I mean, we're not out here saying, well, we heard white men eat pussy better, so we're going to, because a lot of y'all don't know what y'all doing there at all. So stop. We're still here guiding you through, showing you the light, showing you the way, the proper way, hopefully, and not putting y'all down at the same time. It's ridiculous.
It is really just dumb.
And they would
stop it.
Cry if they had maybe 30% of the attacks on them and their abilities. Men wouldn't be able to handle it.
Oh yeah, they can't take it. They can't take baby criticism at all.
Oh God, I love it. But if you have not seen it, I will not be linking this in the show notes.
It is not worth your 30 seconds,
It
60 seconds.
Don't watch it and carry on. I don't know. I also was have y'all seen Rob Kardashian lately?
No. Has he glowed up or is it worse?
Yeah, Chris is like, look, get your fat ass off the couch and use this money we got and get your shit together. I saw him on my, the Explore page. Mm-hmm. And you know how you click on one picture of one Kardashian and you keep scrolling and it's all this shit. It was like a side by side of him from like 2 years ago to this year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rob done slimmed down some. He not back to like
when he was a one.
Yeah, but he's trying to get back there.
Okay. I mean, if anything, the whole blowout with China should have been the motivation. Because listen, some of the best shape I've ever been in my life outside of being online was after breakups. Like, let me show you what you missing.
Right.
But yeah, I just saw that before we moved on. Like, I saw that and I was like, oh my God, look at Rob.
I'm gonna have to look.
But yeah. Yeah, I was like, go pull him up and just look, because you will be like really shocked. And my friend was like, yeah, he's gonna glow up and what did she say? She was like, that's Kris Jenner's like last revenue source to milk before she wait for the grandkids to grow up. Yeah.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Yeah, he slimmed down a bit.
Yeah, good for him. Yeah, she's like, you're gonna have to get it together. You have a whole kid now. Like, stop playing.
Yeah, he has to get his life together. And before we move on, we're going to just go down the whole crew. The way Kris Jenner finessed Kylie's pregnancy.
Oh, goodness.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, you have to give it to her.
You got to.
Give it to Kris for her. I mean, she's a genius. And she's, again, built an empire. I respect the hustle.
Like
yeah, for sure.
How they kept that? I mean, we knew, but we didn't see her. We didn't know. We had no confirmation of anything until she posted a 10-second clip of Jordan Woods like, when I told your mommy on Super Bowl motherfucking Sunday.
And then the thing is, they gave you just enough ambiguity to keep you talking about it. So, the absence from the Christmas photo, the pictures of her in the oversized clothes and looking like she didn't care.
The Calvin Klein ad with the blanket.
And then because it's interesting because here's Kim with the surrogate and here's Khloe who's out here really pregnant and visibly pregnant, but is still being overshadowed by the possibility of Kylie being pregnant.
Of Kylie. I mean, it's so funny because she's so boring to me when I do watch the show that I'm just shocked that she has more brand power than Kim.
Everybody says Kim goes out after Beyonce gets a post and is like, here, look at me. I think now she's more in competition with her sister trying to stay the relevant one.
Yeah, she is, because Kylie is definitely coming for that seat, which I never thought I'd see the day, but because we still haven't really seen her baby yet.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Still want to do that whole thing. And then in her video, we saw the first glimpse of Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
The whole shit is genius. And Kris Jenner,
What's interesting is I think I don't know. I was listening to something or reading something, and whoever was speaking at the time made the point that it kind of goes to show you how much control celebrities actually do have of what gets out. You know what I mean? Because for them to be who they are and her to be hidden so well, like
That's a
it's
good
not like
point.
she never went anywhere. You know what I mean? It's not like she never went anywhere. She never did anything, you know? So I find that very interesting. And now it makes me look at things like, you know, sex tapes being leaked and stuff like that a little bit differently. And maybe that's why they're not enthusiastic, because they're leaking them themselves. And they're like, I'm not going to put my whole business out there. You know, like, I don't know. It just makes me think, you know, look at it and think of it another way, because that's crazy for her. I mean, they were filming.
Yeah, it's like
She was still working. She was still, from what I heard, active on Instagram, just like posting old pictures. Like no one saw her. It was very obvious and blatant, but it was like, okay, so y'all got control of this. Y'all definitely call. You definitely let people know where you're at and when you want to be seen, instead of, you know, paparazzi just catching you all the time.
Oh, that is a good point. I didn't even think about that, but
yeah, I don't know. But I mean, look, I think she makes the most money out of
they did.
all of them, right?
They said with her little Kylie Cosmetics, like she's gonna surpass Kim.
Yeah.
In like a year or two.
Yeah.
Like she's on pace to be like worth her brand worth $1 billion. Her by herself.
Yeah. Yeah, like she's bringing in hella
and she's
money.
20. My only gripe with Kylie is she's had so much work done to herself. Yes. And she's only 20, I think. It's like, how do you maintain that? Because even Kim, who's only been out 10 years, I'm not even sure how old Kim is, like 35, I guess. She's had so much work done too. But Kylie, you're 20. Like, how do you maintain that as a 20-year-old? Okay.
Yeah, like Kim kept her regular.
Yeah, I said she's every 5 years going to be getting something reconstructed because she's
like for the rest of your life.
Kim
sorry. I was just going to say she's not even recognizable to who she was before. It's a lot on her face and not even her body, you know?
Yeah, her hips, her ass.
She looks like Kim now, and Kim got a lot of her stuff done after like at least puberty. You know, like
she was doing this when she was 16.
And then to have a baby and your body changes, because we see how Kim's ass just went from the west once she got pregnant, and it's just like your body's going to change with things like that. And as you grow up, you know, your body develops a little bit more, and you have already injected so much into it. Who knows what it's going to be like or how you're going to have to reshape and fix it.
I can't even wait to see what that kid looks like. And this is not even like, I am trying to be a little shady, because she's going to look like pre-surgery Kylie and fucking Travis Scott, who's a gremlin. Like, what the fuck?
His black genes are gonna come in and save that baby, so it'll have probably some natural plump lips. But again, I want men to realize that, you know, because so much of what's happening in society is based on these altered, you know, features, body and face. But when you procreate with these people, the genes are, you know, their genes are what they are. So.
Yeah,
get the created version. You're gonna get what God gave them, and you better pray for your children.
Yeah, because she was looking a lot like Bruce or Caitlyn.
Like she was a wreck. She was a wreck. Yeah. Like, I wish I don't even think if I even got rich, I wouldn't even do plastic surgery on my face. Like, I honestly like my face. It would all be on my stomach.
Mine would be to my ass.
Right.
When the waistline fluctuates, this face still sits, honey. We ain't touching her.
Yeah, like I would not, because I just feel like that's where people go wrong. All these people we see do plastic surgery, you could just name so many, Little Kim, Vivica Fox, like the list goes on and on, that once they start tweaking that face, you can always find something wrong. Shit, even Kim Kardashian, like, even though she still looks good, when you do a side by side of her from 2006 to now, she looks like a completely different person.
Yeah, she looks way more white.
Wait, she like removed the ethnicity from her face. It's wild.
And my thing is, I mean, well, they've come a long way, but even when she went from, you know, Paris's assistant and was looking all brows and the more round features, her first step into kind of like, I guess, the glam Kim, like the BCBG, Hervé Leger, Kim, you know, that decade of her, she still looked ethnic. She still was very pretty.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what she's chasing now, but
yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see, but I just like, even like, it's interesting to watch it on Chloe, like the pregnancy. Because her lips and her face and her nose, they look really dumb. Like, they look real odd. And the way she likes to hold it and her ass, like, she looks weird with the belly and the fake ass and these tiny ass legs. Like,
the ass and legs always kill me. Like, that is just, it looks so crazy to me. Like, can you not transfer some fat into your thighs? Is that impossible? I feel like I watched enough Dr. Miami, and I know they're taking some fat from your thighs to put in. But see, that's what happens. They get so much lipo, they run out of fat, and then your thighs are shaved down to sticks. It's just, I hate it, honestly.
I do too. Their thighs just look dumb.
Yeah. I haven't really seen Chloe pregnant again, except for like whatever earlier pictures, like when she first like did Ellen or whatever. I saw that, but even then, yeah, I haven't seen her in a while, and it's crazy because, what's the mom? Chris looks good. Chris looks good for her age, and she probably, I know she nip tucked when she was starting to get older, but even when they show older pictures of her, she was aging well.
They did the snatch of the face. Like, she tightens up, but she's not completely morphing her face and her body. That's why, what is it? Is Courtney the oldest one?
Yeah, Courtney's like the only one who still looks.
Exactly. And as they get older, she's going to be the only one that still looks decent.
Yeah, like, because you could tell she had like a nose job or in something small, but she,
and I think she got her boobs.
Yeah, but
done,
nothing overwhelming like they've done.
It's Chloe. We know OJ is Chloe's daddy. Like, I'm sorry. She was big and she was the ugly one out of the sisters. She still had a full nose and full lips. So
yeah.
Right. And that's funny. That's what I thought Adrian was going to say, that now that she's pregnant, her black features
getting bigger.
I really thought you were going to say that. And I was like, oh my God.
Did I also tell y'all, because you just said that, like, her black feature, it's like, it was that meme going around, and it was like, Kris Jenner has more black grandkids than Katherine Jackson.
She does. No, that's crazy. All their kids are black except for Courtney's. Like, every last one of them.
Yeah, that was funny to me.
That's very odd. And I always wondered about that. Like, what was the transition? Like, what happened when they all were just like, yes, we're going to date black men? Like, what was the influence?
A lot, because my mama went and got her some too.
All of them.
Kendall is now, but the only one who hasn't is Courtney.
Yeah, she is the only one. Courtney was like, listen, I will have one baby daddy and one baby
I'm
daddy
like,
only.
Kendall's dating Blake
I don't
now?
even have to be with him. Yeah, he looks so odd.
Yeah, he doesn't do it for me either. Blake Griffin.
And she dated ASAP Rocky for a little bit, I think.
Yeah, she did ASAP.
I think she dated ASAP when she was like modeling. Well, I guess she still was modeling. Which is, yeah, she kept her face and stuff.
Keep her a little in comparison, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, in comparison. And her
she
body.
also weighs, on one episode I was just watching, she also weighs like 97 pounds.
She looks like it. She definitely.
So she can't do much to herself.
Yeah, there's no ass to add here at all.
God, I just want to be rich. Like, they just don't even know how lucky they are.
Seriously, I really hope they know. I really hope they cherish it, because I wouldn't even be getting my body done. I would just probably just go everywhere I need to go, all over the world.
I mean,
all the time.
Y'all know I'd be out. Shit.
Listen.
Shit. But no, for real, I just really wish that like I had money because like whenever the lottery gets real high, like I might buy one ticket or maybe a couple. But I'm just like, oh my God, I want to be rich. And I always sit there and be like, oh my God, if I won, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get all my friends and tell them to meet me at the airport and we're going to get on the plane. Like, I have it all planned out if I ever got rich, but I need to get rich.
You know what's funny? There's a whole like show and series that come on about like how the lottery changed my life. And you'll be amazed at how many people like delve into depression after they win like a large lump sum of money, especially when they haven't had it. It's interesting like how it kind of affect like you think you be one way, but they like feel so much pressure or something. It's weird. I was like, I hope that wouldn't happen to me because I just
don't understand how.
Like I am paying off all debts and then I am literally doing whatever.
The earth.
I don't want to.
My sister is like preparing in her mind, and has been for like the past couple of years, about what she would do if she won the lottery. I never play, so I don't, I don't know the rules of how it works. But she's like, there's a way where you can have a lawyer claim your money without you having to do it publicly. So I would literally get my money and disappear, okay? Because you know how people do, no matter how you to do or how established your family is, family come out of everywhere, wanting and expecting and spending your money. So, and then again, just because the type of life that I want to live with full financial freedom, even now, is me not being in this country, traveling as much as I can and trying to find ways to generate revenue where it's passive and, so I can really just live. And that's what I would want to do. I want to travel the world. So I would.
Yeah, it's a lady in, it's either like New Hampshire or Vermont. Like the clock is ticking on her. Like she won like $500 and something million. And Vermont has a law that she has to claim it publicly. And so she's trying to get a judge to make like an injunction to say like, a large sum of money. She would fear for her life. I'm like, bitch, accept that money, dye your hair. But it's like the clock is running out. Like she's about to lose it. I just read that article last week. I was like, that's crazy because
not at all, but.
Oh, hell to the no. I'd change my name. I would shave this head bald before I lost $500 million. But it was, I remember like 3 or 4 years ago, it was the people in Maryland who won like almost $1 billion. I mean, something insane. But Maryland, you can claim it anonymously. You don't have to come publicly forward. And so they showed up to take the picture of their check, and they had every piece of their body covered. They had on gloves, masks. They had on hats.
Oh my God, I remember that.
You couldn't see their hair, their faces, their fingernails, and they posed with that check like.
Right. How janky are the states that are like, no, you gotta claim your money publicly? What is
I don't
that
understand
about?
why.
That's nosy.
It is.
That is real janky.
Like they need to review the security measures around that because again, things are crazy now. We live in a world where people shoot people over sneakers. So you want to make me a target with 500 million? Yeah. I mean, it's extreme, but I wouldn't let that money leave just because I would have to publicly do it. Like you said, I would become a whole new person.
Right.
Damn. Who knew that? I just Googled real quick. Only 6 states allow you to stay anonymous.
Wow. That sounds like
Maryland, Delaware, Kansas, North Dakota, Ohio, and South Carolina are the only states that allow lottery winners to remain completely anonymous.
Well, see, that's why Mika knows it, because we're from South Carolina.
Damn, only 6?
That's so crazy.
So I guess DC isn't on the list. That's some janky shit.
Yeah. Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking like that's wild. I thought maybe it's gonna be like 30, not 6.
Like I definitely thought that was a majority thing you could go.
Me Me too.
Everyone's janky.
Shit. Like, how much would you have to win to quit your job tomorrow? Well, not tomorrow, because I would have to like make it look like, oh, they don't know it's me. So like maybe like eventually quit your job in like 6 months. You thinking real hard. Well, I'll go. I know mine. Like, it used to be a lot. And I feel like the older I get and the more people get on my fucking nerves at work,
right.
The number shrinks. Like, I'm like a cool 5 million after taxes.
Okay.
I'd be out that bitch.
Okay. I was thinking more so like a 7 to 10. But see, I don't know. Like, my work schedule can get so flexible. I might just take off bad days for a while. And keep that paycheck coming. Like, I have a ton of leave. Like, I might just be like, yeah, I'm going to take this week off. Then I come to work for some days. I might even negotiate if I could become 100% virtual or like part-time. Because like, I think I would be very anxious about sustaining and stuff. Because I feel like family and stuff know me enough to not irritate me. Like, I think they know how I am enough to not like be in my face asking for shit. Like, I think I will help people out and stuff like that. But yeah, a good 7 to 10, and I might do like part-time or fade out after a while.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say probably like around 10 million but I don't think that, I guess this is going to sound real stupid, but there are certain things that I want to accomplish in my career because I have set a goal, and it's.
Oh my God, you are such a Virgo,
right?
With one of my mentors and one of my friends about a milestone that she reached in her career before 40. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, she did it when she was 40. I'm going to do it at least by 38. So,
you are such a Virgo.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still think I would want to hold on to at least accomplishing that and then going completely ghost.
Well, that's fair enough. I'll let you do that.
I got goals first. $1
million, ma'am.
my old laid back ass is like, fuck this bullshit. Yep. I would probably go like if I went like this year, I would probably work through the end of the year.
Well, listen, considering the circumstances that you have to deal with in your line of work because of our current cultural and social climate, I can understand why you're motivated to move a lot faster than me and Shika. So, well, no, because Shika, you're kind of too, but
But see, like my job is really. I've been there long enough. Yeah, like my job is real chill for the most part. Like when I'm aggravated with people at work, I am really aggravated. But out of a month, that may be like 4 days, maybe. So I think that's why I said I would work part-time, because like I'm already home 3 days a week. Like I could swing this. Nobody would have to know anything.
Yeah, you really could. Because they would have one time to get on my goddamn
like,
nerves. I was like, you know what? This shit.
Adrian, I would need you to do a recording of your last day. But listen, I say all of this stuff now, but check it. I guess next time we do a podcast recording, check in with me to see, because this week was my first return into an office. 6 years. So I am being forced back into, the office politics, but I won't be as involved in them because of my position. I probably would be just managing them more, but then also being introduced back into commuting on the metro. So I haven't had to do this in a very long time. I understand why I don't miss this shit. But it'll be very interesting to see now that I have to look in people's faces every day, as opposed to being able to work in my pajamas and talk to them over the phone.
Yeah.
It's definitely, working in an office is definitely trying times. And I feel like, especially now with like the generational shit, I think that's what bothers me the most at work.
For sure.
It's the generational differences. Like, what the fuck? Like, why does everything have to be a meeting?
Oh my God.
Like, I understand maybe brainstorming sessions, tactical execution plans, stuff like that. But let's just go around the room and update each other what we doing. If you don't put that shit on a fucking spreadsheet
Please.
and you check, like leave me alone.
Please.
It's like stuff like that just drives me insane.
Yeah, I'm the same. It's the same thing with me. Like, it's basically the generational things. And I'm just like, listen, we do not need a meeting to discuss things. We can literally come into one space together. You don't have to book any space. You can walk to my desk. I can walk to yours. Boom, 5 minutes over. Like, please stop talking to me. That's all I have.
And the other thing too is like, I need to know if you're logged on. Well, is the dot next to my name green? Then I'm logged on. If it's not,
girl, like, get out of here. And you know what? We have like our work email is Googled by Gmail or Hangouts. Well, Gmail basically, yeah. So they're not as anal about stuff like that. So it's kind of chill. But I literally ask for no one to talk to me. That's all I want. Just do not talk to me. I am doing everything I need to do. I just don't need anybody else to talk to me. And so that would drive me to be like, okay, guys, either I do this half the time, not in here, or I gotta walk because I would feel like I have too much money. I'm already getting to the point where I just be like, oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to do that either. So I could see, knowing I had money, like, oh, y'all can do all this shit by yourselves. Thank you. Fuck you. Good night. That would be me.
Yeah, so, I just really wish that some of these fucking baby boomers and shit just get the fuck out. Like, go retire. Like, y'all been working your whole lives. Like, why y'all still want to come to work?
Yeah. It's this old man. It's so funny you said that. I went out for a little quick walk outside, and it's this older white guy. I always see in the building, but you know how like old people are always cold? And it was hot as fuck outside. And he was walking towards the door with this coat on, and I was like, sir, why are you still working here? Like, you have reached a point to where you're always cold. Like, go the fuck somewhere else. Like, retire already. I don't know how old he is. He may be 80. Like, he might be in his 80s. And I don't understand why he still comes into the office and works.
It was literally at my old job. It was this guy. I want to say he was in his 70s. He died at work. And he was supposed to like retire in like a month. Yo, do you know how much I would be like fucking myself up in heaven? Like, bitch, your old ass stayed to work till you were 70 something and died at work. Yo,
I was not expecting you.
Yeah, he died.
Oh my God. I'm telling you straight up, like, I tell my mom now, and I tell people all the time, listen, I saw a meme floating around. I was like, listen, when you die, they're going to post your job the next day. Like, fuck it. If you need to go home and it's not done, it will be there.
It will be there.
The one thing that I always, say the same, like, that job will not hesitate to replace you, but you can't replace yourself.
Hello.
Ever.
And I think that's the one thing as millennials we kind of taken away from our parents, or at least I did, like watching our parents' generation pour their heart and soul into one job at one company or, in one organization, and then they got laid off.
Right.
Like, 30 years there, and they were like, get the fuck out, Brenda. Like, thanks.
Yeah.
My dad worked at the same place since he was 17 years old.
Oh,
and I'm
my
like,
God.
How did you stand people that long? Like, I can't.
Oh, my God.
I have to move around. Even though he's in the company, but it's still like, damn.
Yeah.
So,
I can't stay. I don't like to stay places longer than 3 years.
Listen, for me, it's 3 to 5.
Yeah.
And once you've done 5 years, you've outgrown whatever opportunities for continual growth there have to be, unless you C-suite. So
yeah, I got to go. That's usually around that window. I get the itching and it's time to go. But yeah, just be at one place at one company for 40 something years. Jesus.
Yeah, so crazy. And then all they give your ass is a watch on the way out. Like, fuck you, Brenda.
Yeah. Hello.
Right.
That's the one thing. But I always remember that. Like, that man died at his desk, and it won't be me. Like, no.
Hopefully, my retirement years will be on a yacht somewhere in somebody's island.
Yeah, let's put that out there into the universe. We all deserve something nice.
Yes.
I like it. God, my stomach just growled. I'm sorry.
Okay. Listen, I am literally sitting here looking at my salad and smelling it, but not eating it because I don't want to be smacking on your recording.
This is how much we love you guys. Like, we're literally starving. Like, I didn't know if it was so loud that it microphone.
I was literally sitting here like, yeah, I'm going to warm up some greens when this is done.
Oh, yummy greens. You know, that's one thing too. Like, I keep saying, because I've always said this, and I'm not sure, I might have said it on the podcast before, but I feel like everything comes down to like a time versus money argument.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're either going to invest the time in it or you're either going to throw money at it. Like, it's one or the other. And I've literally been trying to like make a list of tasks or things that I would gladly just throw money at because I don't want to waste my time on it. And cleaning, cooking, those things have laundry have started creeping up the list. Like, they're simple tasks, but I just don't want to do them anymore, right?
Yes.
And so I've been trying to go through like my budget, and I'm like, I'm so happy I just paid off one credit card. I'm trying to go down the list and say like, okay, if I free up this much money a month to at least like pay somebody to maybe clean my house, buy meals from someone, and send my laundry out. With the time that I get back from that, I have to dedicate it to something.
Right.
Like, I just can't say, oh, I just threw the money at it. But the time that I save, I have to like really apply it somewhere else in my life.
For me, it's not even about me applying it anywhere else. It's just, oh gosh, I wish I could remember the meme. You guys follow Alex L on social media?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
So she posted something about, you know, rest and restoration. And it's just as imperative about, you know, that because of how much we run and go in our lives and how much we dedicate to our careers, because I think as millennials and zennials, that's something that while we aren't as, you know, I guess I'll say dedicated and, you know, to one job and staying in one place, we still have a certain level of achievement that we aspire to that I think makes us work harder, but smarter in different ways. So for me, if it's a matter of the time versus the money, if it's worth me getting a break, then I'll throw the money at it just because it gives me an opportunity to have some work-life balance.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. But like, I don't want it to be like, okay, I freed up this time, so now I'm like I want to be intentional with the time I free up. I guess maybe that's the thing. I just don't want to just create this space of time, but to say, okay, yeah, this hour you freed up, well, that you can take another yoga class this week, or you can do blah blah blah. But yeah, I'm just like, I have to figure out this because I feel like, I think I posted on the Instagram account where it was like, you know, you have one bad day, you like treat yourself, and you've been treating yourself since November.
Yes, I did.
I feel like I go into that overindulgence. Like, yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to work on.
And that's something I've thought about too, because I know, like with me, I think this year will be the 3rd year I'm in my house, and like, you know, I was really enthusiastic. I was cleaning all the time, but then you start to feel like you're always cleaning, and you get tired, and it gets hard. And I know for me, if I want to, it's about finding the balance, and like you said, doing something. Like, I may not know anything I can think of right now that I can do within an hour. Maybe someone will come in and clean, but I know days I work from home, I think I'm going to be able to do more house things, but also days I work from home, I might go to the gym in the morning. That means I'm waking up at 3:30. By the time I sign off at 3 p.m., I need a whole nap. And that may mean if I didn't get too much done while I was working throughout the day, then that's another day I had to put it off. So I have been thinking about doing little stuff like that. Like sometimes I enjoy cooking when I feel like it. So that's like one of my self-care things that,
Yeah.
I have fun doing. But definitely this cleaning shit. Because let me tell you, I feel like I've been cleaning for 3 days.
Girl.
I'm not finished.
Child.
For me,
and don't let you get in a mood to like deep clean or you want to go through shit. Because I saw you throw out all those fucking bags and I did that. And I was like, I gotta do that shit again because I have 10,000 plastic bags and I barely use 3 a week. Like I gotta get rid of it.
Shika, like both of y'all, like I literally have been in this. I've been in this space where I feel like I have too many things.
Yeah.
Right. And it's a lot of things that I don't really even enjoy anymore. So why the fuck am I still holding on to it? So I know I purged my closet a couple months ago and now I feel like I don't have no clothes. So I've been trying to like buy things that I enjoy that fit my style now. And so I've been trying to work on that. But I just feel like now I wanted to do that in every single room in my house. Like I don't want to bring, like I wasn't allowing myself to buy any new clothes, even though I desperately needed them until I got rid of the shit that was taking up space there.
Yes.
So now I'm like, I want to do that throughout my whole house. So this weekend, after I'd been toured all damn day at Delta Academy, I came home, went in my kitchen, was like, no, stop. And I'm like, when's the last time I've cleaned out my cabinets? Okay, and I'm going to tell you when. I pulled out a jar of peanut butter in the deep back. I had to pull out the step stool because it's so far back and deep I can't reach it. The shit had completely separated. And then
like
I looked
natural
at
peanut butter.
Yeah, it like completely was separated in layers. And then I looked at the thing and it was like used by June 2012.
Girl. Hey, so I think it's crazy how even when we aren't talking, we're all in the same place, kind of doing the same thing. I purge regularly just because the Virgo in me, I can't do clutter and unnecessary things. And then having a smaller closet in my house than I wanted, ideally.
Right.
Often. But so when I bought my house, I was going to live this quote: have nothing in your house that you do not know to be useful or believe to be beautiful. So I was trying to be very intentional about the things that I had in here and what I was bringing and buying. I had to do the whole thing of like talking myself out of buying things on sale just because they were on sale if I knew that I wasn't going to use them or have any real purpose for them. But I did the same thing. Like I keep bags just because I'm like, they're pretty. I like them as much as the stuff that comes in them sometimes. I'm like, but what the fuck are they doing other than just sitting in my closet? So I started there, but I kind of got forced into the purge that I started doing this week because my house flooded on Sunday. My half.
Oh no!
Girl, listen, my half bathroom, and that's been a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother topic for another day. But it, so it forced me to have to clean downstairs after the plumber in DC H2O left here because they left a trail of mess and they had to go into my storage room to like go to my catch-all. And so they left a mess. And so I purposely started having to clean in those spaces. And I was like, let me just go ahead and take it upstairs and keep this going. But I don't like to clean, but I do it because, again, being anal and being a Virgo. So I do a lot of surface because for the most part, everything stays where it's supposed to. And I pay a housekeeper to come in here once a month to do the deep stuff that I don't like to do, like mopping my floors and dusting and cleaning my baseboards. That kind of stuff. But for me, cooking is cathartic too. I enjoy the prep and the process more than anything else. So it helps me unwind. I still like to do that myself, but I can't help it with the cleaning. But for the deeper stuff, the nitty gritty things that nobody really likes to do, it's for me worth it to pay somebody.
Yeah, that's what I would like, deep cleaning, because I do try to like keep things up. Like I'm constantly cleaning my kitchen, when I use it right after, and like the bathrooms. But
like I don't want to do like. I don't want to do the grout and I don't want to do baseboards. Like, I'm definitely paying somebody to do that.
For sure. That is so funny. We are definitely on the same page because I have, like the last couple of months, I end up like going through stuff. Like I went through hair products and it's like, okay, what am I not using? What do I need to keep?
Oh my God, I did that too. And I donated a ton of shit to somebody. Like, here, take all the shit. I don't want it.
Yeah. Just move it on around.
Yeah, I'm really in this space now, and it's so funny because y'all know I think I've shared before on podcasts some of the astrologers I follow, and one of them, I'll link to theirs in the show notes, but it's the AstroTwins, and in their horoscopes this week, like I don't even know how they be so on point, but one of the things was like, I'm in this moment where Neptune has like inspired me to make my living space sacred. And it's like you're going to go through activities of purging and making your home more serene and tranquil, like to match where you are now. And so it's like dive deep into your spring cleaning early and just concentrate on getting rid of clutter more so than doing like the white glove cleaning. And I'm like, shit, how the fuck they be knowing? Like that was like literally in it, like what they said to me for this week. And I'm like, shit, like that's what I have been doing. And then I've been taking yoga at least one time a week this year. And I've been trying like different types of yoga. And so I went to like a restorative yoga session. And she said she was doing all these chants and mantras, and she made us do this position where all our chakras were open and aligned. And she's saying this chant, like, remove the clutter, make space for new. Like, that's all she kept saying. That was her mantra.
Wow.
So I'm getting the message, universe. I get it. And also, she did this.
Come on now.
Hello. And she just did this, like, heart chakra. That's what she wanted to focus on. Mm-hmm. So she cleared out. And she did all this work. And I think I told Shika. And then I'm like sitting there, and she was like, after class, she was like, you might feel some stuff, in the coming days if it really worked, if you were really receptive to it. And I'm like, man, I don't know. That was like my first time really doing like chakra work. Girl, why the next day, my chest felt so tight. I thought I was having a fucking heart attack. And I was like, shit, I'm 33. I'm all fat. Like, I can't die this way, God. Like, I don't want y'all to be like, damn, that bitch had a heart attack at 33. That's what it felt like. I thought it was it. It was the end.
Oh, wow.
And then I remember, like, fuck, that she said I was going to feel tightness or something in my chest if I was receptive. And I felt that shit.
Yeah, and I told you, like, when I had, like, a remote healing session done, when she was, like, clearing energy, that's the first thing I felt like my chest got tight. And it's very weird because you don't know or you don't think you're going to react to something.
Yeah.
You can't touch. That's not, tangible. But because I signed up for the same person, she did, like, one for Valentine's Day, like, at midnight. And I woke up at, I told you, Adrian, I woke up like 20 minutes after 12 because my chest was so hot and so tight. And I woke up like, what the hell? I'm hot. Like, what's happening? And then I went back to sleep. And I woke up that day in the best mood. I was like bubbly. It was dope. I was like, okay.
Yeah. So
I can get with it. So, yeah.
I want to do more.
Yeah. It's crazy. I get like a remote or cleansing every Sunday. Like, she does them remote, but it's every Sunday to kind of like clear you out from whatever's been going on in the week. I think it's like Sunday at like 4 or 5 p.m. And a lot of times if I'm home, I'm probably napping.
Wow.
Most of the time.
Which is why I've been liking going to yoga on Friday evening. Because it's like the perfect wash away of the work week.
Smart.
To start my personal time.
Yeah, that is really good. That's smart.
And then Adrian, with you saying that you're 33 this year, like that's the Jesus year. It's definitely a year of total self-discovery and, feeling your purpose. And so I can't wait to hear more about what happens for you in this year.
I really said like this year, like I'm so excited about stuff that's happening. And like, even with this platform and like other stuff, like I'm doing an event, which is kind of my tester to be like, so I'm not as scared about this live podcast.
Right.
But it's like, all of this stuff, like I'm really excited for the year. And I said I was going to date with intention, and I've been doing that. So I kind of started my year out doing something different because I never celebrate New Year's Eve.
Oh, really?
And this, like, it's just kind of like, and like, especially because my birthday is a December birthday, I kind of feel like my personal New Year is so close to the calendar New Year that I feel it more on my birthday than actually New Year's Eve. But I'm like, this year, I said, do different shit for different results.
Right.
Go out to this party. I was so fucking drunk. I really don't remember the encounter, but encountered a young man and been kind of dating him. So I'm like, look, shit.
Right.
Different results. So that's kind of been my motto this year.
Absolutely. And good. Yeah. I feel like things are going to, like 2018 is a year to kind of, the things are going to come together, I mean, my whole dating experience has been a little bit rocky, but, I still persevere, I'm pushing through.
But it's still kind of like, rough. At least you're trying.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised I haven't burnt out yet.
Me too.
Honestly. But I think because, just like you were saying, like I'll be 34 in July. And right now, like I'm so sure of what I want that I'm not really wasting a lot of time with what I don't. So even though it seems exhausting because I'm literally going through men like crazy, I know that I'm staying true to myself. Like I'm really not taking no shit at all.
I like it.
So I feel like with that, if I stay diligent, it'll happen. Like, again, I'm not in a rush because I am still very anxious and nervous about how, life would change in that way. Because I do like being alone. So, I'm taking it in stride, but I am happy for everybody. I see a lot of people around me. A lot of things are flourishing. A lot of things are going well. A lot of new beginnings. So I think it's going to be a good year for everybody or most people.
I do too.
I feel the same. It's been a lot of congratulations early on and a lot of good developments and growth for people around me. And so I'm excited about this year. I'm hoping that it is so much better than last year, because last year was a tough one.
I'm about that life with y'all. So all right, well, I like this podcast. I like the note that we ended on.
Yeah, uplifting and shit. Look at us.
Uplifting and shit. I might make that the title.
I think that may be it. That's cute. Y'all like me. Fucking Wakanda forever and everything.
Trying not to talk about that because I'm trying to give people a 2 solid
time.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm like, y'all had 4 whole days. I don't want to anybody, but listen.
Have to.
Trying to give the most generic response when people ask you, so you wouldn't.
Yeah, I'd be like, it was good.
Yeah. You know what? I've been telling people, I was like, I like really am proud of Black people. I was like, I love us for real. Like I had to take my loot shit because I walked out of there feeling like, you know what? I really love us as a people. We're awesome. That's how it made me feel.
No, I would totally agree. So go see that shit because we're gonna talk about that here on. And I feel like I need to see it one more time.
Absolutely.
And so I can thus talk about it. So
I would like to see it again too.
Yeah. So all right. Well, thanks for coming on, ladies.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having us. It was fun.
Thank you to Chrissy and Shika for dropping in on the podcast this week. I always enjoy my conversations with them, and I hope you did as well. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at The Boonie Breakdown, and you enter our 1-year podcast giveaway. Remember, I'm giving away a We Vibe Sync, which is valued at $200. The link to the exact post is in the show notes, so just click it and follow the 3 steps to enter for your chance to win. The contest closes on Wednesday, February 28th. I'm also on vacation starting Thursday, March 1st. through Tuesday, March 6th. Okay, guys? So if I do not respond or like your comments or respond to your email, that is why. Just a reminder. But if you enjoyed this episode, I encourage you to listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, or whatever your favorite podcast app is. Don't forget to leave a review too. You might just hear your review on the next episode. Follow us on all social media. Share the episode with those you love. You know the deal. Share the audiograms. Share the post. Put it on your Insta stories. So have a dope ass week. Thank you for listening. Until next time.